Hey guys, I'm going to do a review of this Amazon hand warmer. If you go on Amazon, there's plenty of different ones. They're all fairly similar. They change from year to year, but I believe they're all pretty much the same. This one specifically is rated at 5200 milliamp hour battery. It's got 3 heat ratings. I've had this one for a couple years now, but I'm just going to do a review on it now, and we're going to see the temperature at each heat rating to see what it gets up to. And then we're also going to see how long it lasts with on a full charge without shutting on and off. And the first thing we're going to do is we're going to turn it on. As you can see, the battery is, should pop up here. The battery is full on it, so we should be able to get top heat out of it. So we run it on low, medium, and high, and then we'll take temperature readings to see what we get. So I've had it sitting here for about 5 or 6 minutes to warm up. I believe we're at its regular temperature. We'll take a reading here. So we're about 45, 46 Celsius, which translates to about 115, 114 Fahrenheit. It's pretty even, roughly across top to bottom. Flip it over, see if both sides are even. Wouldn't be surprised if this one's a little colder because it's been on the floor. Oh, no, we're roughly the same. So that's where we sit on the low setting. We will flip this over, turn it up to medium, let it sit for a few minutes, and I'll come back with that temperature, and then we'll go to high as well. It's been another few minutes on the medium setting. We'll take our temperature readings. We're up to 50 and 122. It's not a big change between medium and low here. A little hotter on this side. I don't know if that's sitting on the ground or not. We're up to 52, 53 in the one spot. So we will now turn this up to high, let it sit here for a few minutes, and I will come back with that result. So it's been on high here for 7 or 8 minutes now. We'll take our reading on it. At 131. It's about 55 Celsius, which is interesting because I checked this a couple minutes ago and it has dropped a degree or two since then. We'll check the back. 59. Pretty even across the board. 58 there. Come up a bit. 139, 138, 136. So that's it on high. So between low and high, there's not a huge difference in temperature rating on this. So what we're going to do now is we will turn it off, I will fully charge it, and then we will get a runtime test on it. So just quickly before I charge it, something I want to add, when I pick this up, I mean, it is quite warm. I think there's not a big difference between low and high, but man, that is hot on high there. I don't know how long you could actually hold on to that too without really burning yourself on it, or making it uncomfortable at least. Just want to throw that in there. Now I'm gonna plug it in. I've just got an old Samsung charger with a USB-C. This does charge your phone. It does have an output with that USB-A. It's got USB-C input and just a micro USB input as well, but I will be charging it with the USB-C just because that charges it the quickest, and then we can get on with the runtime test. So I just finished charging this, topping it up from our last test. 147, we'll call it 145 for ease sake. We will unplug it. It is fully charged. I'm gonna leave it on low, considering the temperatures are so close, and low is typically what I only use it on as well when I'm out. And I'm just gonna let this run for a while. I'm just gonna let it sit here off to the side, and every so often I will come back and check how charged, or once it's dead. And yeah, we'll get to see how long it lasts on a full charge. So I just unplugged this from charging. It is 150 now. As you can see, it is fully charged. The lights were off when I unplugged it. And I'm just gonna turn it on low because the temperatures were so close, and I only typically run it on low anyways. I'm gonna turn it on low, I'm gonna let it sit here, and we're gonna see how long it runs for, and then once it's dead, I'll come back with an update on that. So we'll turn it on. It's just a side button here, you hold that. The red light comes on there, the blue ones will turn off in a second. But that's going. Again, it's 150, and we will see how long this lasts before it dies. So it is now 8:49. This died about 5 minutes ago. As you can see, if I double click, it is blinking dead there, saying it's need charge. I still got a little bit of warmth to it. So that's lasted just shy of 7 hours. I know when I originally got it, I did this test, and I believe it was 3 years ago I got it, and it lasted exactly 8 hours runtime on low back then. So we've lost just a touch over an hour of runtime after about 3 years. So yeah, if you get one of these after a couple of years use, you can expect to get roughly 7 hours. Brand new, I remember it was right around 8 hours. So my final thoughts on this thing is, I actually do recommend getting them. You can get these on Amazon. I believe there's very similar ones in AliExpress. I would imagine they're very much the same. I just went Amazon because I got it in 2 days as opposed to waiting, a month and a half or 2 months for it. Real world use, you're not getting that 7 or 8 hours or lifetime out of it. I use it hunting, I use it snowmobiling. So when we're hunting, we're looking at probably 30 degrees Fahrenheit up to 40 degrees Fahrenheit when I'm using it. That's, Celsius, that's zero, zero, kind of in that range. When we are snowmobiling, it can be -20 when we're using it, but it's usually inside our gloves. So real world run times, I'm usually getting about 3 hours of runtime out of it. There's been times where I've gotten more, there's been times where I've gotten less, but it's that 3 hour range. And that being said, I do recommend it. I use this all the time. We've got multiple of them. They all work roughly the same. And yeah, if you guys are looking for one of these, I highly recommend it. I don't have any experience with charging my phone off. I've got other battery banks for that. But just a quick summary, I do recommend it. It's been great for me over the last 3 years, and I suggest you get your own.